Good morning and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you for being here. And today we have another interactive tarot. Today is Thursday, and on Thursdays we had chakra or chakra reading or looking at the energy. Um, how our energy is going or looking at individual chakras. But we are changing things based on your feedback. And we're going to do on Thursdays different types of videos. So instead of just one set of series, we are going to do something different. Now, today we are going to get guidance of what does a spirit wish you to know, right? What guidance will help you to move forward? And what should you be focusing on, right? So, what's the guidance of the spirit? What is a resource or help that a spirit tells you is around you, as well as what to focus on? All right. And we have these three beautiful decks today, and the pink fairy, the blue fairy, and the yellow fairy. So let's get started. All right. And please let me know in the comments what you think about having this flexibility on Thursdays to do different interactive tarot videos, right? Or if you prefer a specific series. All right. Let's get started with grounding, centering, and connecting with the breath. Follow along if it feels good to you. Right. So first I begin by rolling those shoulders back to release any tension around the neck area. Then moving the neck gently from side to side and front to back. Make sure you're sitting in a comfortable position and you are in a place where you can focus your attention on the video and on the decks to choose from. If it feels good to you, plant those feet on the ground. If you're barefoot, wiggle the toes. And you can imagine those roots growing from the soles of your feet straight into the middle of the earth, right? Connecting with the earth, letting go of any tension. All right, or anything that we are carrying that is not ours to carry. And then let's take a few deep breaths, right? Let's inhale in through the nose. Hold for a second or two and gently exhale, elongating that exhale. All right, let's do it one more time. Inhale in through the nose. Hold and exhale. All right. Now that we are a little bit more centered, let's choose the deck. All right. Ready? Let's begin with the pink fairy. For those of you who picked this beautiful deck, if you needed more time, you can always pause the video. All right. Let's begin by moving the cards a little bit. All right. Give it a little bit of a knock, right? And setting the intention, letting the cards know what it is that we would like. All right, let's just that thing over here. All right. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight. We would like to know what guidance you have for us right now. Also, what resources are around us or what could be a resource. And last, what to focus on. And we ask in love, in light, for our greatest good. All right. So now I want you to think about this thing that worries you, right? The thing that you have on your mind or that's weighing on your heart. And let's see the guidance that the Spirit gives us. Ready? So What's the guidance from Spirit? What are the resources that Spirit thinks we could have around us? All right, 2 cards. And what does the Spirit think we should focus on? All right, 2 more cards. Perfect. So, what is the guidance from Spirit for that thing that is worrying you right now? And we have the 10 of Cups. Look what a lovely card you got. So the 10 of Cups, here we have Cups that is the water element. And the 10 of Cups is that card of emotional fulfillment, right? Everything's working out. So Spirit is telling you not to worry at this time, that things are working out for your highest good, right? So even if there is something that worries you, even if there is a challenge that you're going through, Spirit wants you to be gentle with yourself, because things are unfolding as it is intended. So it is a reassuring message that even though we may go through some troubles, through some hard times, or there is something worrying us, the Spirit wants you to know that you are not alone. The Spirit team is with you, your guardian angels are with you, and you are not abandoned. So things will come out to a gentle face again. It's just telling you, do not worry. This is just a challenge. This is just a hard time, but you got the 10 of Cups. So emotional fulfillment is in the air for you. Things are going to settle, right? So be kind to yourself and pray a lot, or connect to your spirit team, to give you comfort, or asking more, also asking you what helps you, right, maintain that calmness. Is it praying? Is it meditating? Is it going for a walk? Is it distracting your mind with arts or crafts, or even volunteering for a cause that you love? As I said, the cards telling you that there is emotional fulfillment in the air. So be patient with yourself as things settle down right now. And what are the resources? What Spirit wants you to know, what resources are there for you? And you have the King of Cups and the Judgment card. Judgment, Major Arcana, Major Advice. All right. So, what are those resources that Spirit wants you to think about? So, one is the King of Cups, right? And here we have Cups again, the King being this emotionally mature uh, being, right? That at the same time is practical and makes good plans ahead, right? And Judgment is the card of looking at past lessons, right? And what we've learned. So your resources are two right here. One is to remember to stay emotionally regulated. So, to remember to find your calm, to approach the days ahead with emotional maturity. That means for you to try to stay as emotionally stable as possible, right? So, not letting emotional outbursts, drama, or the way people talk to you or handle the situation get you out of balance. So it is about you taking an approach that is emotionally mature. Spirits also wants to let you know that in the past, right, if you look at things that have already passed, you've learned some important lessons that will serve you well at this time. All right. So, emotional maturity and looking at past lessons. Now, what to focus on as you move through through this worry or concern, right? The Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So here we have more cups, right? And cups is the that emotional, that water element, that emotional plane. And the two is that partnership, right? That coming together of forces. And the Knight of Wands is that movement forward. So, what to focus on at this time? Focus on people that can support you, right? So, who's there for you right now that can give you emotional support, right? So, trying to find somebody who can give you that emotional support during this time, and also remembering to not sit around and act very passively, right? Just hoping things will just move along by themselves. So you here the knight wants you to also take steps. So asking yourself, even if the situation is not under my control, what is one thing that I can control of, one step that I can take that right now would help me move through this. So let's put it all together. Through so this is towards your concern. What does the spirit want you to know? That energies are settling, that there is emotional fulfillment coming in. However, if you're dealing with a big challenge or a difficult season, remember that these two shall pass and you will come back to an being more emotionally fulfilled. But you see is the energy of a 10, so things need to close, so there is an ending here emotionally that will bring that stability again. Just need to let that pass and close, right? And what resources do you have? What's important to do? It is to remain calm, stable, and emotionally mature, right? Go back to your past, the spirits pointing to your past or to things that have already taken place. And there are some lessons there that can be applied to you right now. And what to focus on? Focus on finding someone who gives you the emotional support needed right now. Having like a partner in this moment, a partner that can go through things with you. If you find that you don't have anybody that can assist you at this time emotionally, even reaching out to a therapist, to a counselor, to a coach, to a therapist, to anybody who offers services of emotional support can be very helpful, or a friend, family member, anybody who can be there for you. And then finally, it is about you taking a step forward, right? So, what is under your control? What is one step that you can take? All right, I hope you liked your reading. Remember, these two shall pass. Emotional fulfillment is in the air. That's very important right now. All right. Well, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video as there may be someone who needs to hear it. And remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, right? And if you need additional support, if you would like us to look at your particular situation, I offer online sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world, either video call, phone call, or chat, as well as pre-recorded readings that can be sent directly to your email. If you want more information, you can go to the links that I'm leaving you in the description or reach out to me for more. All right, now let's go with the Blue Fairy for those of you who picked that deck. And here we have the Blue Fairy. All right. So this card, it's the Enchanted Tarot, and it is absolutely beautiful, but it is quite big. It is longer deck, so obviously we cannot do it like this. So we're going to have to put them on the side to shuffle. All right, but let's set the intention, all right? And tell the cards and spirit what it is that we want at this time. Please give us guidance, insight, and advice for that thing that is heavy on our hearts, that concern that's in our mind, and we ask in love, in light for our highest good. So now I do want you to think about what is worrying you right now, or what is something that you want Spirit to give you advice, what your resources are, and what to focus on. And we ask in love, in light for our highest good. All right? And so it is. Let's put them on the side and see the advice that Spirit has. All right. Main guidance. And now those resources. All right. The resources that Spirit says we have and what to focus on. Ooh. And there we go. The cards wanted to be very jumpy today. All right. Let's see what's the main guidance. And the main guidance comes from judgment. And the judgment card is major arcana, major advice. What's the spirit telling you about that thing, or what's the advice from spirit about that thing that is weighing heavy on your heart? It is to look into the past, right? So the judgment card makes us look into the past. And the past should never be a prison, right? It's not a place where you imprison yourself and shame yourself for the choices you made. No, but it is a place to go, excuse me, and to remember what lessons, right? What have we learned in the past? What lessons can we take forward to the present? And also to look at the past for past patterns, right? Things that can shed some light into what's going on in the present. The Spirit wants you to go into the past and seek those lessons and look at those patterns as you move forward. So, because it is the 20, it's almost at the end of the major arcana, is also signaling the time a big change is coming, right? And so it's the change is not yet, but Spirit tells you, all right, be prepared, big change is coming, right? But you have what it takes to go through with those changes, because you've been through certain things in the past that have taught you things, right? You can be better prepared. So instead of being anxious about the changes that come, just know you are prepared because you've lived through some things that taught you very specific lessons in the past. Now let's look at the resources the Spirit wants you to know that you have. And here we have the Prince of Wands. Interesting, because the Prince of Wands is that Knight of Wands, right? And we got the same cards before. And the resource, but here we have it in the resource position. So what is the Prince of Wands, this Knight of Wands, telling us as the resource available to us? And the resource is that you can choose, that you have choices, right? And that you have actions that you can take, that you are not stuck or without a way out or without choices to make. To the contrary, you see the ones, you have that magic wand, you can create things, you can manifest, and you can move forward through any challenges that are on your way, right? So again, the same questions I asked you before. What is under your control? What steps can you take? Those are your resources. So if at any point you feel stuck and you feel that there is nothing you can do, the Spirit wants you to know, yes, you have choices. You can make movements forward, right? It is about being intentional. It is about getting inspiration towards where you want to go, knowing changes are on the way. However, there are lessons that I've learned in the past. So this thing that concerns me, I can survive it. I can thrive even with it because I've been through things already in my past. So there are lessons to learn from the past, but the resources is knowing that you have choice and you can move forward. So not to feel stuck and be very active in taking steps forward, right? Because it's a night, it is movement. Now, what to focus on though? And we focus on the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity and balance, right? And the Six of Pentacles is reminding you, and it goes very good together with Judgment card, reminding you about giving and receiving, right? And what we give, we receive. It's a law of the universe. We give out, we receive, right? So it's very important right now to focus on the things that you put out there, right? So, what others do or don't do, what the situation is, mm-mm, what can you focus on? Remember, what can you focus on and what are you giving out? So, you work on your vibration on knowing that what you're giving out is in the same frequency as what you want to get in return, right? So, what are things that never fail? Kindness, goodness, right? Being gentle, all these things, being good to others, right? If they are unkind, if they are not good, that's their karma. You vibrate in a frequency that attracts all the blessings to you. You do what you know is right. So, this is a reminder of what to focus on. Remember, what we give out, we receive. So, you focus on being kind, being yourself, and putting out there what you want to get back, right? So, let's put it all together. Spirit wants you to know that there is an air of changes that are coming, right? However, you have gone through some things that have taught you important lessons. Now is the time to really think about that and use those lessons, use what you've learned to help you as you move forward, as you move through changes. Past is not to imprison you, but to teach you. Now, the resources that you have is that you have choice. You're not stuck. You just need to focus on what's the next step and do it intentionally moving forward. And the specific focus is on what you put out there energetically, right? So you stay calm, kind, and gentle, and vibrate with goodness. Because even though you cannot control what others do, you can control your vibration and your state. And right now is about what you can control and not what you cannot. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message as there may be somebody who needs to hear it. This is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. And if you want us to look at your particular situation, I do offer those private sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world, and they can be done either by video call, phone call, or even chat, as well as pre-recorded readings. If you want to learn more, reach out. I am very happy to answer any questions, or go visit the links that I'm going to leave you in the description, my website and my Gumroad storefront. All right, now let's look at the Yellow Fairy for those of you who picked that last deck. And here we have it. All right, now we have this other beautiful deck that we're gonna move around of it and give it a little knock and set that intention. All right. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into what's worrying us, what we have weighing on our heart. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. So think about that thing that is worrying you and what advice can Spirit give you? What resources may you have around you? And also, what's the next step to focus on? the main advice, the resource, and what to focus on. Again, so very straightforward again. One card for each. And who answers our call? The goddess of earth, right? So this would be the queen of earth. And here we are in Pentacles, right? And these queens are all about that feminine energy, right? But earth is the physical aspect. So, what is this queen telling us, or what's the advice given here? So, it is to tend to the things that are the different aspects of our life, such as your home, your finances, the practicalities, I always say, of life, right? At the same time that you practice a lot of self care. So, right now, Spirit wants you to not be only focusing on that worry that you have, on that challenge that you're going through, right? But actually make sure that the things that need to be done, that need to be tended to, are getting done, as well as practicing time for self care and to take care of yourself. So, taking care of yourself and taking care of those things that need to be done right now, the practical aspects, the bills paid, the house tended to, organize, going to work. So, those practicalities at the same time that you take a lot of time towards self care, right? And what resources? And here we have the Ace of Air. And air now, we are moving into the intellectual realm, right? This would be swords. This would be an ace of swords. So, intellectual realm, thoughts, and communication. So, what are your resources right now? So, the resource is that you can use um, your communication or conversations to cut through the things that are unsure and that you need clarity to. So your best resource right now is communication, is getting clarity through communication, right? And using your thoughts for discernment. So plan any specific conversation. Is there a conversation that you know right now could help you with this thing that you are facing? And plan that. How would it go, right? And what to focus on. And for what to focus, we have the Witch of Earth. Interesting. All right, so the Witch of Earth. This Witch of Earth would be the Knight of Pentacles in traditional tarot, right? So the Knight of Pentacles right now here is all about what you can do, right? So if we have here that the goddess of earth is telling you that the main advice here, Spirit's saying, all right, is taking care of those practicalities at the same time that you care for, you practice self-care, right? It's important with what you're going through, right? But the Witch of Earth is telling you also focus on what are the things that that those steps that can be very useful in resolving the situation, right? So what are your practicalities? What are some things that no matter what you're going through, no matter if you're going through a challenge, through a heartbreak, or through a very major life transition, what are the things that need to be taken care of this week? So create a list of the things that need to be taken care of, right? And then it's what steps, what can I do? So just follow those tasks. Second, create also a list of the things that you find are self care for you. Is it spending a day reading or spend some time reading a book that you love? Is it watching a TV show that it's comforting to you? Is it hanging out with friends? Is it going to get your nails done or going to get a massage? What is it that the things that can help you in self care, right? So that's another list. And every day, try to do some self care things, something that is for you, all right? And then also important, what conversation needs to be happening right now, right? What is a conversation that you know you need to be having? That's your biggest resource, how you communicate right now and communicate your needs. And that the Witch of Earth is look at those two lists and do the things, just checklist, do everything that needs to be done, those practicalities, and do that self care. This is the advice from Spirit to help you move through what you're going through right now. Right? And remember, this is a general reading for the collective. So take what resonates, let go of the rest. And if you want us to look more in depth at your situation, I offer those private online sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world. And they can be done either by phone call, video call, or even chat. And we have a 15-minute quick check in, a 30-minute sweet spot, or an in depth session, right? And I also have the pre recorded readings that can be either video or audio, and they get sent directly to your email, and you can download them and watch them. So these sessions are great for if you are going through these major life transitions, through periods of change, and you need that clarity. And what do I offer during these sessions? So, I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I'm a board certified coach and holistic energy practitioner, as well as hold a master's in psychology. So, all of this comes along in these sessions to help you with clarity. And I use tarot in a way that it's using everything, my coaching and all the trainings that I have, but use tarot as a conversation with the divine, right? As a way to get signs and that the divine asks us questions so we can reflect on it. I do not predict the future. The reason being is because the future is fluid. So our choices, our decisions are always changing the future, right? So the future is fluid. The way I use tarot is to help us make the best decisions for us at this time. All right. So, what signs and messages the Spirit gives us to help us move forward? But remember, you have the gift of choice and the gift of free will, and the future is fluid. So, in a way, it is divinatory tarot because divinatory as a conversation with the divine, but not as prediction or fortune telling for those reasons that the future is fluid. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Please remember to like, subscribe, and get those notifications. I have something for almost every day of the week. So on Sundays, we look at the energy forecast for the week. On Monday, work and career. Tuesday, love and romance. Wednesday, we get oracle card messages instead of tarot. And Thursdays, we just began today with this free flow that it will be something different every Thursday, or we may stick with advice for moving through. Let me know what you think in the comments. And Fridays, tomorrow, we're going to look at the weekend forecast. What messages for the weekend coming up? So stick around and come by tomorrow again. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Be gentle and kind to yourself, and brightest blessings your way.